You ready for this?
I think I'm...
Phone's on mute, so I don't want to hear buzzing. or focus mode or whatever.
Yes, focus.
All right. It's the program for Monday, October 6, 2025. I'm Daniel Montoya Jr. for General Effect Media, joined, as always, till the end of band time. I don't know, at least till the end of this band season. We're going to go left to right. My left, your right. We've got Hot Take Willie himself, William Willie Bradfield. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Got a lot of them. Did I cover all of them?
Sure, why not?
Bill
Not that one.
Bradfield.
Not that one. Not that one.
Billy Band Bradfield. Not like that. He just gave me his truth as we turn to the truth. Aaron Band Blackley. Welcome back, Bandy Blackley. How's it going?
It was going pretty good until you said that.
And that's the end. The end of this episode of the program. Well, it was another fantastic weekend. I have heard people say Bandtober. I've had one person say they like Octoband. They got a chuckle. Okay, great.
It's perpetual October.
How is it perpetual? You know what? I'm not going to do it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it. And also, I don't like bus fumes. All right? I'm sorry. I just don't. Call me crazy. But bus fumes make me sick.
Oh, it's awful.
Aaron Blackley, what'd you do this weekend? Tell us your truth.
Well, it was both of my roommates, their birthdays are on different days, but it was like kind of just like in between both of their birthdays, so I celebrated their birthday. We watched a couple movies. Playtime, a 1967 French comedy, very artsy though, Jacques Tati.
You look like the type that would do that. All right. And then?
That wasn't my choice. That was my roommate.
Okay.
He's the type that would do that.
Oh, okay. But you look like you enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we also watched some anime called Mind Game. It was a lot.
You look like you watch anime too.
I do not.
It's the hair and the beard, the piercings.
Let me guess. I look like a metalhead too.
No.
Really?
I don't think you look like a metalhead.
I get that all the time.
You do look like you work at a local Austin beanery. A coffee place. I can say it. You can't. Yeah. That's my word. That's my people. But instead, you sling meat. You sling beef. Aaron Beef Blackley. All right, Willie B. What'd you do this weekend?
I actually just came back from BOA Dallas Mid-Cities.
Mid-Cities. Thank you.
I was kind of a last-minute decision, but I left from there and I came directly to the studio.
Wow.
That's why my hair looks like this.
Is that why? What about the other weekends? What's the excuse for the other weekend?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, now we have some good camaraderie, some banter, banter. Today's episode is sponsored by the letter B, apparently. All right, well, we look forward to your first-person take and account and reactions and review of the Dallas Mid-City Regional. So let's start off with the recap, but we're going to start off with the letter B again. I don't know what it is about today. The letter B with the... Okay. Do you say, I know this has nothing to do with Bentonville at all, but there's a state in the Union, these United States, that starts with a W. It's up in the Midwest. It neighbors Michigan. Do you know the state I'm referring to?
Mm-hmm.
How do you say it?
Wisconsin.
How do you say it?
Wisconsin.
I say Wisconsin. So you two say whisk and then onsen, and I say whis and then consin. I notice a lot about the way people talk. Wisconsin's one of those words. Wisconsin. Anyway.
If I start saying it's not going to sound like
true.
a word anymore.
It's true. Now say B-O-T-H.
Both?
Both.
Not both. All right. Eric Cosman, both. It's a Midwest thing. I think the Midwesterners, they say both.
Both.
What is that white liquid that comes from cows?
Milk.
Not milk.
Or malk.
Well, grade A malk. Malk. Shout out Bart Simpson. The Bentonville Marching Invitational. We're laughing because this is take two about this in Arkansas, the state of Arkansas, neighboring both Kansas and
Oklahoma.
Nope. Well, it got Kansas in the word. I figured it out. It never doesn't matter.
Oklahoma and Tennessee.
You know what? You're the only 10 I see.
Thank you.
Bentonville. Someone tell me about it.
Well, we had it's Bentonville, the best band in Arkansas, hands down.
Wow. Hands
Grand
down?
Nationals finalist.
Wow.
No other Arkansas band can claim that, but The two top bands there, Owasso from Oklahoma and Blue Springs South.
From Missouri.
Yeah, from Kansas City, Missouri. And yes, Owasso was expected to win, and they did. However, Blue Springs South was able to sneak music off of them.
That's a big deal, right? Is Owasso going to Nats?
They are not.
Okay.
Both of these bands will be at St. Louis, though.
Okay.
So
is that sort of the end of the road for those two bands? Other than maybe like a potential state championship at Arkansas and
yeah, I'm not
Oklahoma,
sure exactly what
OMEA or OBA or whatever.
Yeah, I know that Missouri has that fake state circuit right now. Not everyone goes to that. I don't know if Blue Springs South goes to that yet.
Gotcha.
But Owasso, I think it's that, and then they do some OBA, and that's their season.
All right. Well, good for the state of Arkansas. Carolina. We move to the East Coast for the Bands of America. Carolina Regional. Conway, not to be confused with Conway Twitty. Was it named after him? Don't know. Conway, who's got the deets?
I didn't see
Well,
it.
Wando, they won by a lot.
3.5?
It's like 4.5. And then in prelims, they won by like 6 points. It was not close.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not a close contest. I was thinking it could be close. I still had Wando winning, but I was expecting like maybe Catawba Ridge can come close in the caption, but no.
Wow.
The judges made it clear that Wando was the best band there.
And for those of you that liked my analysis in drum corps and marching band recap, I know that BOA doesn't necessarily train this way. But if we go off of the power of the 10th in your sub captions, right? Those 10ths add up. And when you're talking about over 4 points, you're talking about the difference between an SEC football team and Round Rock ISD high school team. Like that's a huge gap. And it's no offense to the second place band, but they all made a statement apparently. And the judges, they were very clear.
Yeah, Wando, I did get to see them. I slept through Catawba Ridge, unfortunately, but Wando was...
Leave your hate in the comment section down below for the truth. Hey, but at least he was telling you the truth. That's why we call him the truth.
Wando, they're very good. They got a lot of room to grow, but they are going to Grand Nationals.
That was my question I was going to ask.
Yep, they will be there, and these results bode well.
I look forward to seeing where y'all rank them in the top 15, if, I'm assuming. But, you win a regional, and you don't rank them? Parents have been known to complain in the comment section. So let's stay in the South. It will not rise again. Chattanooga, where you made some predictions that I think were basically true, right? They came true? You said you thought... No. I think you said... I don't know. Lambert won.
Lambert. Oh, yeah, I did not.
You predicted Harrison to win, right?
No. I predicted Evansville North to win.
Evansville North to win.
I had Evansville North winning visual and GE. Lambert taking music.
Yes.
However, it was the other way around. Lambert won with visual and GE.
That's right.
And Evansville North won music, which is like the...
Right.
Everybody was like, what? Like when they called Evansville North won music, like, oh, Evansville North won.
Yeah.
Yes, Lambert.
But then Harrison got
awesome.
second, right? Didn't they slide right into second? Or was this prelims?
I don't remember. I didn't look too closely
so North
at the
was second?
results. Yeah, North was second.
Wow.
And then third, I think, was...
I guess we could pull it up, but, just go off your memory.
I don't...
You don't remember?
No.
Oh my God, they're screaming it right now. They're going, how could you not know? You're not... Why could you forget my band?
I'm a busy boy.
Had
enough time.
Let her be again.
Busy boy.
And I was watching a different contest.
You were. The Chattanooga at Finley Stadium, Lambert, North, Harrison. I was right. Yes. Cass, Ryle, DeSoto Central, Franklin, Milton, Hillgrove, Oak Grove, Davies County.
That was
South Forsyth.
Davies County, that was a pleasant surprise.
Yes. Harrison did win 3A. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That was the regional known as Chattanooga. We now turn to the great state of Texas, where one Willie B. Bradfield was in attendance. Tell us about the Dallas Mid-Cities.
It was an amazing contest.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Who won?
That would be Flower Mound.
Who's going to Grand Nationals?
Who was going to Grand Nationals.
Wow. Flower Mound. Did they win prelims and finals?
They won prelims and finals. Hebron won music in prelims.
They did.
Flower Mound and Hebron tied in visual
True.
in prelims. and then Flower Mound won GE in prelims.
That's correct.
But then Flower Mound completely swept finals.
They did.
And Flower Mound's finals performance
here we go.
is the best sounding high school horn line that I've heard since Carmel 23.
Ooh.
It's not a lot of time, but
Yeah.
We saved the takes for
and
Aaron.
Carmel
but-
23
for you.
is the best high school horn line I've ever heard. So
There's probably a band a couple miles down the road from them that's mad that you said that.
They should have won music.
they should have won music. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was
over 21 Hebron?
Well, since 2023.
since 2023.
Oh,
Carmel.
I missed
and
that.
I do think that Carmel 23 is the greatest high school horn line that I've ever heard.
Over a
Like
Hebron?
sound, like just sound quality wise.
That's a hot take.
I wouldn't disagree.
And this is another hot take. I think that Flower Mound's finals performance is the greatest regional performance that I've ever seen. Just regional, not super regional.
No,
but regional performance that I've ever seen.
Wow.
I've been to a lot of regionals.
Correct me if I'm wrong. No. So we are done with regionals in the state, other than
We got
We have
Waco.
Waco.
We got a few. We got Midland.
But I say this because Waco is on the same day as like region for a lot of schools in the area. So we, after this weekend, after Midland in Texas, we're basically going into UIL mode until we get to super regional. So it is not. So that is bands are at almost full throttle right now. Wow. Okay. All right. That's exciting. That makes me excited to see Flower Mound live.
I am never in awe whenever I watch shows.
Because you're a hater.
The only
Shout out
time
to everyone who
I'm
says we're
ever
haters.
really in awe is whenever I'm at
Not me, but-
Nats or maybe San Antonio, when everyone has their shows pretty much perfect. Everything is really, really good. I was in awe during the entire performance. The entire thing. French horns, I don't think sound good in marching shows almost ever. But
it's hard to make it
they
work.
sounded so good in this show. They basically perfect.
So are you in fact saying that Flower Mound's in contention for the Eagle?
Yes.
You
Yes,
heard
I
it here
am.
first.
Yes.
You heard it here. Aaron is in disbelief.
If they
I wouldn't
have
disagree.
enough content in the future, that's where it'll determine can they really punch it in and get it, because I'm not sure if their content right now can support an Eagle, but it'll depend on how they finish out their show.
Yeah, Avon is so good this year, so it's going to be tough for them. But I did get to see Flower Mound and prelims, and yeah, they are very good. I definitely think this is the best show they've ever taken to Grand Nats.
I did like that Dr.
And
Seuss show.
It was good.
I mean, but
it-
I
yeah.
understand. I mean, it was kind of messy.
Their finals run was so much better than their prelims
So,
run. Their prelims run was amazing.
Are y'all prepared to say that Flower Mound is the de facto favorite to win BOA San Antonio in state
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to San Antonio.
Oh, dang.
because of nationals in state? Because we do
They are going
it's a
to
weird
state.
schedule. This year 6A is first, right?
Yes. 6A
Yes.
is, yeah.
So they would have had to go to state, go home, come back to BOA, go home, and then go to Grand National. Like it would have been a whole whole thing.
I do think Flower Mound will win state. I do think they're going to win state.
Wow, keeping it in Louisville ISD.
I don't know.
It's very, because there's so many captions and it's much different than how BOA
I think
is.
Vandy's got it.
Vandy could
I mean, but that's-
definitely do that.
It's UIL.
It is UIL.
I don't know.
It's
but
different. It's
Hebron
so
won last
different.
year. Vandy hasn't won since what? The two-peat, the repeat.
Yeah, 22,
So it's been a while, if you really think about it.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, whatever. All right. We now move to Iowa, not Iowa Colony. Oh, do you have more to say?
I do have more to say.
well, you gotta jump in.
I was last week when I made my predictions.
Oh, that's right.
I had in finals I had Carroll 10th, and they didn't go to finals because they had like their homecoming or something.
Yeah.
But they did get 10th in prelims, so I think I was right about that. And I do want to apologize to the Waxahachie marching band because I completely forgot they were going and left them out of my predictions.
Wow.
I would have had
Didn't get any
them.
letters about that.
I would have had them. I don't know, probably 7th in my predictions, but they got what, 6th?
Yeah, they got 6.
So they did better than what I thought they would get. So
Wow.
good job.
Male culpa from Willie B.
Also, Prosper, great show. I'm just putting it out there. Prosper has an amazing show.
Are they going to Grand Nationals?
No.
No.
And they're not even going to San Antonio, which I am very upset about. They should have taken this show to Nats instead of
any other show.
Other show they've taken to Nats.
Wow. Man, there's a lot of hating going on in today's episode.
I guess I'm a hater.
Fully expect the messages.
Tell me to stop being a hater.
Iowa. I don't know that it went any different than what y'all predicted, right?
Rosemount. No. I was dead wrong. I had Green Valley upsetting. Rosemount swept by a lot.
You had Green Valley winning?
Yeah, but I was wrong.
You were wrong. They were third by almost 3 full points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Millard West almost by 3 full points.
Yeah, but Rosemount, I did not see that many performances from Iowa, but I heard Rosemount plays really well.
Yeah, that seems to be a consistent for them every year. Okay. All right, Iowa. Well, you heard it here. Aaron was wrong. Where Aaron was right and where Aaron was wrong.
This is why I love band, because no matter what prediction you're going to do, there's going to be something wrong, no matter who you are. Something's going to be wrong.
It's true, unless you're me.
Yes.
The Midway marching preview. We like to focus on other contests that aren't the big ones. And Midway is a big contest in terms of numbers, but it's in the Waco area, or it is Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears. And a number of 5A, 6A, 4A bands were there. They have a prelims, and then they have finals on there. So if you are interested in the Central Texas area, and I don't know the areas, I'm sure these bands comprise 3 different areas. Y'all would know better. First was China Spring, they're 4A. Second was Copper's Cove. Are they 5A or 6A?
They're 6A.
6A. Irving. Is that like Irving? Like Dallas Irving?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. What class are they?
6A.
6A. Stony Point, 6A was 4th. Seguin was 5th. They're 6A.
5A.
They dropped to 5A, or they've always been 5A.
They've been 5A first.
Wow. Eastview, 5A in 6th. Beating Georgetown?
Yeah, that's crazy. Eastview beating Georgetown.
Has Eastview ever beat Georgetown?
I would not be surprised if this was the first time.
Now, Georgetown consistently or has made finals in 5th and 5A, right? In that area?
Yeah,
has it been a while, or do they always make it?
They're kind of on and off. I think they made it last year. But
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Gerald, 5A or 4A?
They're 4A.
They're 4A. Temple.
6A.
Really?
Temple 6A.
Wow.
I think so.
And then Waco High School? That sounds like a 5A.
5A.
5A. Outstanding band, 4A was China Spring. Outstanding 5A was Seguin. Outstanding 6A was Copper's Cove. And then in finals, Copper's Cove took music, China Spring took marching and auxiliary, and Stony Point, right here from the greater Austin Round Rock area, took marching percussion. So that bodes well for a lot of bands in the Central Texas area in 4A, 5A, and 6A. Just goes to show that we don't know what we're talking about when it comes to area predictions, because Eastview just beat Georgetown. That's incredible. I used to write for Eastview. I got fired from them. Every episode is me telling you what bands have fired me. Sticking with letter M's, because it's the good letter. The Mustang Marching Invitational. This one taking place in Oklahoma. We have some results.
Yes. Aaron. This was actually a pretty big surprise. I got some Oklahoma buddies, and they were very surprised by Jenks dropping music to Deer Creek. They're a band that's been on the come up, but they had like some director changes, so people were kind of down on them, I guess. They had to kind of adjust to the new director, but like taking music off of Jenks, who just took visual off of Bentonville. So Jenks is really good. So Deer Creek is now theoretically in the conversation with bands that we have been talking about making Grand National Finals. Of course, this is a local contest.
Sure.
We don't know the exact judging criteria. I think it is mostly BOA centered.
Okay.
But also
Would make sense. Yeah.
But also we don't know if the judges are going to be their typical BOA judges, especially with there being 5 regionals this weekend. The pool's already going to be pretty slim. So
You don't say.
Shout out to Deer Creek. All that isn't to demean them at all, but things to keep in mind.
Yeah. Is this Dallas Haltom, DFW Haltom, that was in sixth place.
Mm-hmm.
This seems a little
low. That was a pretty big surprise to a lot of people. However, from what I going off of the results at the HEB marching contest, this doesn't entirely shock me. Southmore, Yukon, Edmond, North, all very solid Oklahoma bands. But that being said, Haltom, they come up to Oklahoma pretty often. This is usually lower than they tend to get.
Oh, okay. From Iowa to Iowa Colony. I know we skipped some regionals, some cities in the area.
I think we should start with Vista Ridge and then go to Houston.
Why? Because you have a lot of hot takes about Houston?
Houston, I think the judges had some hot takes, not us.
Okay, we'll move south. Okay, we'll move South Houston to the end, so that might go right into what were those judges thinking, and go with the Vista Ridge Marching Festival, hosted by Vista Ridge here in Leander ISD, where if you had told me, I don't know, following the results at San Marcos last weekend, the regional, to this show, I'm a little blue. So Aaron, you wanna take this?
Yeah, Vista Ridge. I think they have a different weighting with their judges.
Is it more of an area type?
Well, it is still a music visual GE, and it's like 1 to 20. Scoring, but I think the weighting is like 40% music, 40% visual, 20% GE.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is something to consider. However, it was just a really interesting contest. So prelims, Taft won prelims. Mm-hmm. They did not win a single caption. So the way that my friend put it is they pulled a Lawrence Central 2001. Of course,
that's 24 years ago.
Yes. But that is when Lawrence Central won Grand Nationals without taking a single caption.
Yeah, that was when I have a theory on that was when that's a time dilation of champions that won who should have won, and it's just affected BOA for a good couple of decades, which is why Carmel beat Reagan in 2005. But continue.
But yeah, and then in finals, the top 5 stayed really close. William H. Taft, they finished 5th.
After winning, wow.
Yes, but they're only 1.15 points behind first place. Winston Churchill, who won music. Winston Churchill in prelims actually won music and GE, but did not win overall. Mm-hmm. Lake Belton took visual in finals. Hutto took GE. And then A&M Consolidated stayed in in the middle of that pack as well. They actually beat Lake Belton in prelims as well. So a lot of shuffling up in the top 5. However, just looking at the scores, all very close, kind of just like whoever had the best performance was going to win.
Right, right. And the crazy part was, and they're not listed in the top 5 because they were 10th. Mm-hmm. Sandra Day O'Connor, 10th place at Vista Ridge, right? Mm-hmm. Made finals at BOA over Winston Churchill the week before in San Marcos. And so you go from, I don't know what the gap was. Where was Churchill at San Marcos?
Churchill was first out. They were 13th.
So they were 13th.
Mm-hmm. And then O'Connor, I think, was 11th.
So it was close, but then Churchill didn't just jump. They completely leapt down. So it begs the question, was it a bad run for Churchill in San Marcos, or really, really good run for O'Connor in San Marcos, or the opposite, or a combination of both, or this weighting of the judges at Vista Ridge? So that's, but like college football, on any given weekend. Yep. You know what? A UCLA could upset Penn State, and that's all that we're going to talk about in terms of upsets this weekend.
Nothing else.
Nothing else happened.
Fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. We were going to start it, but y'all have such high things to say about it. It was the South Houston Regional in Iowa Colony, where if we go in prelims here, AAA, Foster was first, Friendswood second, Clear Lake was third, even though Friendswood took music and visual and Foster took GE. 4A prelims, Pearland in first, Seven Lakes in second, Claudia in third. Pearland swept Class 4A. You predicted you thought that Seven Lakes might win this show. Pearland won, Seven Lakes got second, Claudia was third. Dawson was fourth, who I thought could win music or something because it's a Midwest or state year for them, honor band year. Cy Woods, Friendswood, Foster, Cy Fair after winning, which I'm sure you're going to talk about, the Katy show last weekend, right? Then SFA Dickinson, who had made finals last week, Clear Lake 11th, and Klein Oak 12th. I'm noticing somebody absent from here that I believe made finals last week, which would make for a second or third year in a row where these two regionals are just bananas. So, Gentlefolk, here we go.
Yeah, we had Clearbrook. They won 3A. They beat Friendswood last week.
And they didn't make finals.
Now, did this happen to them last year also?
It's happened to a few bands before. I think this is like exactly what happened with Dawson, where like they got 8th at one contest, the next week they were 18th. I think that's exactly what happened to...
or vice versa, like 18th and then 8th or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it was... Yeah, they were not even close to making finals, which is wild.
Wait, so what did Clearbrook end up getting?
18th.
This weekend?
Yes.
When did they play? Were they first?
I don't know.
This brings us into this, like, what were those judges thinking? I'm not saying it on this contest, not saying on the last contest. Which one is right?
Yeah, this
which
always
one's
happens.
correct?
This
It
always
happens every
happens
year.
with Houston. Like, I feel like since we've had Prosper, like the bands that go to Bedford, the bands that go to Prosper, like the results tend to like line up pretty closely.
They're pretty close.
But like every year with Houston, like you always get these insane shuffle ups. Like, what is it with Houston bands?
Like Cy-Fair won Katy, and then they got what, 8th?
Yeah, and like they beat Bridgeland. Bridgeland's a very good program. It's not like it was a weak contest. And then they just all of a sudden like me saying what were the judges thinking in this case isn't me being like, wow, you guys messed up. It's like I need to know
what the right answer is.
Yeah, why does this happen?
It's interesting. So if we look at the panel this year at South Houston, Jerry Miller, a Texas coordinator, he actually runs the judges for the state. Very accomplished band director. Joel Denton, former of Ooltewah. Jackie Gilly, who has been known to throw some truth bombs of scores herself. John Leonard, I'm assuming, the former or current color guard at Marcus, possibly. Jay Carnahan. I'm not familiar with that person, if I may. Apology if I know you don't. Gifford Howarth on music. That person knows what's up. And then John Turner on visual. So like nothing sticks out to me of like, oh, well, this is why this happened. And if we go back to the other regional, I got to scroll down because that's how they do it.
What if that stadium has some bad juju?
Well, if we go to the other one,
it's a different stadium.
I know.
I don't know who C Descent is. That was somebody on music. Jay Kennedy, noted Ron Harden, WGI judge. T. Wemhoff, judges quite a bit. Dave Armbruster, retired director. B. Hagen, not familiar. Austin Green on visual. I am not making any specific comments about anybody. I'd be more inclined to take the panel at South Houston's opinion as being the one that I would believe more than the one that took place at Katy. That's just me. It's not a knock. It's not a referendum. That's just how I would look at it based on who was on what panel.
This just the only reason that this makes like kind of us freak out is that this affects our predictions for San Antonio.
It's
going to be completely different.
Like this is, I think this is another like good, like a jumping off point for just like a really brief conversation. Like people really get annoyed with rankings, and it's like this is why you should not care that much. Like we're doing this for fun.
True.
Yeah.
We're not saying this is gospel. If you don't like that I didn't rank your band or I ranked you too low, I don't think you should care. Because I mean, clearly, like I think Will and I mentioned like, hey, should we have Cy-Fair in the top 15? Like we were talking about that.
Yeah, we talked about that, and we were like, oh, but Houston's so weird. What do we do?
Yeah.
Like what do we do?
And then like Cy-Fair gets 8th the next week. Like you cannot. Our predictions are not. Like, just...
but to plays devil's avocado here, you can make pretty accurate predictions about Austin, Reagan, Dallas, but except for the Woodlands. Something about Houston is like the Bermuda Triangle of Texas band.
I said that Seven Lakes would sweep, but then I didn't realize that they weren't going to perform a lot of their show.
Oh yeah, like they had.
I didn't realize they didn't have much of their show.
They had like 4 minutes on the field.
Yeah, I thought they would have more.
It's very little. I mean, they're very good. The fact that they're able to take a caption off of Pearland, who had most of their show on their field, that bodes really well for them. I really like their show. I think.
Are either of y'all prepared to say that Pearland has joined the Woodlands as the most consistent Houston area band now?
Yeah.
Because beyond that, if we look at the Cy-Fairs, the Clearbrooks, Bridgeland, is Bridgeland one of the is Bridgeland up there? Have they joined the ranks?
I think Bridgeland is pretty. I would give it a couple more years before I put them in that category, but
so they would be like the third, but there's some space between them and Pearland and Houston. So you have 3 Houston bands that you can accurately kind of be like, yes, and then the rest is throwing 52 cards in the air and picking them up in random order. Hey, you know that stat about a deck of cards that every time you shuffle it, that's the first time in history that it is in that order, because there's like a gazillion. Anyway, see the stuff you'd learn. If you didn't know that, look it up. It's a true fact. Wild, South Houston. Does that lead us to a potentially, what were those judges thinking? Like a serious, what were those judges thinking? Because people really liked that take last week.
What I think you were talking about the Music GE scores.
Yes, and I just remembered. I think it was Wakeland. Music GE 1 gave them 3rd, and Music GE 2 gave them 12th, which is like a bit interesting.
What were those judges thinking? Indeed. Let me look it up before I call them out too much.
There were some other ones like 6 and 13, but like they weren't too insanely. Dallas was pretty consistent across the board for the most part.
Like that's like, one person says, they're meddling, and the other person says
no, they're barely making finals.
It's tough. Now, this was in prelims, or was it in finals? I guess it would
prelims.
be
I think
in prelims. People can get a little bit more lost in their numbers. I know that, and I won't name names because I don't know who actually thinks this, but I know that there are judges that just want to get the top 12 right. It doesn't even matter. Let finals, sort them out. And some, like myself, it's like, no. We got to be true to the boxes. We want to be sub-caption integrity. That's a whole other thing where some judges to this day, not only in BOA, will get the bottom number, and then they'll just like cut the top 2s in half to make it equal. Because what you should be doing is content versus achievement, or rep versus effective. You should give your score for this, your score for that, and then add it together. And some people go like, that's a 74, and then they just break it in half.
I see that all the time. 99% of all of the content achievements are always the exact same.
That's how. That's.
Dare I say?
That's incorrect.
Dare I say lazy judges?
I would. You can say that.
Lazy judges.
I will just. I'll do this because this means I agree, right? Did I do that right? No. Am I doing it right?
Well, I mean, I think you gave yourself away.
Is it? It's this?
I don't know what that is.
How am I the one that knows? Clocking it. Like, I clock it like... Okay. This weekend in band. It's very exciting. Very exciting. Why? Well, we'll get to it in a second. We're going to start off in the DFW area because they have so many marching band contests with the BIRDVILLE Invitational. I added that. Why, you ask? Well, because I have bands that I wrote for that are attending it, and it's my show, so I can do whatever I want. Do y'all have any thoughts on this show?
I do not know who's going.
Yeah, I don't know who's going either.
I know Flower Mound sometimes goes, but I assume...
I thought you knew everything about band. It's a mixture of 5As and 6As. They throw them all together in prelims, and then they have finals. So starting from the very top, Timberview, Capel High School JV, R.L. Turner, Lake Ridge, Mansfield Legacy, North Mesquite. Then there's Lutch. Summit, Lake Belton, Midway, Grapevine, Keller, Newman Smith, Colleyville Heritage, Byron Nelson, a new band. They must have just opened Duncanville. Duncanville. I'm sorry, Duncanville. You know what? Best of luck to them. I think it's their first contest. The Colony, Chisholm Trail, and Saxie High School. A lot of new bands here. So, I'm not gonna be a total homer, but I'm also smart enough. Is this Keller's show to win, basically?
Yes.
Yeah. I think we're looking at a Keller first place.
It's Keller's show to lose.
Yeah, Keller's
show to lose.
It would be shocking if Keller didn't win. It will not be shocking if they.
It'll be shocking if they drop a caption.
Ooh, you think so?
Wait, hold on.
there's
There's some
guard.
really good percussion in
there's
color
a
guard.
I
color
forgot
guard
there's other captions.
Yeah,
Okay,
I could
never
see them
mind.
winning music and music
music
and
vision effect.
but then losing captions. But I don't know if in this contest captions go into the overall score or if it's just we rank the captions kind of thing.
I don't think it factors in.
Yeah,
it's just awards.
Because what good are percussion and guard, right? We don't matter. That's fine. Whatever. We only keep the band in time. That's fine. Most innovation comes from percussion. All right, and color guard too. True. We move to Memphis, Tennessee for the Memphis BOA Regional. Aaron, I hope you have some notes about this show.
Yes. So I do.
All right, lay it on us.
I'll just give my top 6. I'll start from the bottom. And 6, I have.
Just like Drake.
Yeah, now we're here. Now we got 6th, Bentonville West, Arlington, Tennessee band.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
Yeah, not Arlington, Texas. Hernando, Mississippi, in 4th.
Okay.
3rd, I have Cabot.
Cabot from Arkansas?
Yeah, Cabot, Arkansas. Then 2nd, I have Mustang.
Oh, and you have, who do you have winning?
Hattie's band, Bartlett.
Hattie Bartlett High School.
Yes.
You know what? I agree with your champion, Bartlett. I think Hernando might be higher than 4th.
I think them and Cabot are going to be fighting out for that.
Yeah,
third
I could
spot.
see Hernando being 3rd.
I've heard good things about Cabot this year, so
maybe even taking something over Mustang. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. Wow. Okay, that's the Memphis Regional. We go now to North Texas for Prosper, for the Prosper Regional. What do we have for that one?
I have on my
you do
cellular device.
All right, on your Pixel. So it'll
screenagers.
It'll be a while.
Say, I have no idea about anything. I have not seen anybody past 7th place here.
Okay. Let's start at 7th and go
I'll start at
backwards.
7. At 7th, I have Carroll.
Is that South Lake Carroll?
South Lake Carroll.
Okay. Yeah.
Carroll,
6th,
Indiana.
I have Forney.
Yeah, I could do that.
5th place, I have Lone Star.
Oh, okay. Well, who's above them?
And 4th and 3rd, they could interchange, but I'm going with my personal enjoyment of the shows. 4th, I have Wakeland. 3rd, I have Prosper.
Okay. Well,
yeah, that's
all
where
right.
it gets.
Hey, Prosper beat Wakeland in prelims.
Hometown cooking here.
Prosper beat Wakeland in prelims.
Well, great. So who do you have
second,
winning? Then?
I have Capel, and then 1st I have Marcus.
That's questionable. I don't know.
Which part? Just the Wakeland Prosper?
Yeah, I think you would have to assume
Prosper also beat Capel in prelims. And dare I say I agreed with it.
You know what? I think I could put Wakeland as high as 2nd. I'll say it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I could see.
I think Capel could be in 3rd, and I think Lone Star is like a 4th place. Like, I don't have a hate towards Prosper. It's just like, I don't know, that one. I would be shocked if they are 2nd or 3rd. In
Prosper?
Yes, because you have Capel in 2nd and Prosper in 3rd.
Yes, I do.
I don't see it.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th could be in any order. I think Capel's lowest is 3rd, and then Prosper and Wakeland could go 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
Well, they don't call you Hot Take Willie for nothing. Staying somewhat close to North Texas, going to the state of Oklahoma, because lots of Texas bands do go up to Oklahoma, like we just mentioned, Halton. We have the Union Renegade Review. Do we have any Texas bands going to that?
No.
That we don't? Okay.
Or I don't think so.
Oh, okay. They're all going to Prosper.
There's a few other out-of-staters, a couple Missouri bands.
Lay it on us. Tell us about the Renegade Review.
Yeah, I have a list of this is in schedule order. I will give my predictions after.
Oh, okay.
Or my top 5, I will say. These are 13 bands that I have my eyes on for this contest. Coweta, Deer Creek, Tahlequah, Bartlesville, Blue Valley from Kansas.
Yes.
Moore.
Yep.
Siloam Springs from Arkansas. Sapulpa, Stillwater, Choctaw, Southmore, Bixby, and Owasso.
I gotta say, I like to give props to Sapulpa. That was a harrowing crash in the pod race against Anakin Skywalker, and for them to make a full recovery and come back to the marching band scene.
I don't think he crashed. Did he crash?
Yeah, because it was the pod race, and he had sabotaged Anakin's pod racer, and then at the end, they got tied together.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and then
There's a little roll.
Yeah, and then he rolled, and I think he said like "booshu" or I forget what. It's in the documentary. Look it up. Shout out to Sapulpa. All right, what do you got?
I have my top 5. I think Owasso's going to win. They just won the. We were just talking about it.
You're right. The Bentonville
marching contest. Yes. I have Bixby second, Deer Creek third with a. They could also get second. We'll see if the results from last week hold up. They could even win. But for now, I have them third. I want to see that it's not a fluke. I got fourth. I have Southmore, and then fifth Choctaw. Who? Wait, did they beat Bixby a few weeks ago?
Yes, I had predicted that Bixby and Edmond Santa Fe or whatever were going to be higher than both Jinx.
I think Edmond Santa Fe was 6th, Choctaw 5th, and then Bixby 4th.
Oh,
so Bixby did beat Choctaw.
Gotcha. Okay. Choctaw mentioned.
But yeah, I do think that there could be a lot of shakeups. Deer Creek could win; they could get third. Bixby, Southmore, Choctaw. I mean, they're just all really some of the best bands that Oklahoma has to offer, and I think it'll be really interesting to see how they stack up.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jenks beat Deer Creek, but only 0.2 at the Mustang Marching Invitational. So 0.2 is we could do it again and could be completely different. So it's not it wasn't a 4-point win like Wando. That hasn't happened
Where's
before.
Wando?
Where's Wando? We talked about it. Nope, there's another one. There's Waco. I always forget about Waco.
Midland?
No, Midland.
Yes, I know, but I was about to say this is the last Texas regional before the Super Regional.
Yes.
It's BOA Midland, and then we still have Waco to go. BOA Midland taking place in Midland, Texas. We have some out-of-staters, someone who might win their second regional of the year. Clovis is coming down. Midlothian is going up from the DFW area. A lot of middle of Panhandle, West Texas bands are going. So what are we thinking there?
Top 3. I mean, I'm pretty confident in my top 3.
Yep.
Which means it's going to be wrong. But I think Midlothian, Clovis, Permian.
Yep.
It's going to be a battle between those 3, and I kind of like that. It's kind of poetic because you got the out-of-stater, you got the in-state, but coming from a long way, and then you have the local band.
The local band, yeah.
I think it would be awesome to see Permian win. I think pretty sure this would be their first regional win.
Oh.
Clovis winning their second regional of the year would be great for them. And Midlothian, it would also be their first regional win.
It would.
In Midlothian, they had a pretty good showing earlier this year at the
is it the
Mansfield, yeah.
Preview Champions? Yeah, that was where I was like, them in South Grand Prairie were like, oh, y'all are, yeah.
Yeah, y'all are up here now. So I could... tentatively, I have Permian winning, but I think it'll be a caption split. I think Permian can take music, Clovis will take visual, and Midlothian could take GE. But it'll be competitive.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be one. That'll be fun if you like. I'm not going to call it chaos, but we really don't know. This is one of those shows. Sometimes it's more fun that way when you don't know. For the second year in a row now, though maybe the fourth or fifth when you think about it all, General Effect Media will be at the Texas Marching Classic this weekend with their on-field coverage with Showday, which is our version of Game Day. So we'll have some different... You will not see Willie B. He will be somewhere else this weekend, hopefully cheering enough for the both of us at the state fair. But you will see Aaron Blackley. You'll see some old favorites from old gem stuff going on. We have been providing social media coverage for them for a number of years, and then last year we started Show Day. So it will be live throughout the day. We are not handling streaming, though Flow Marching is. So be sure to renew your subscriptions or to go through all of that stuff. You will see us hopefully in their stream. But if not, you can check on the Texas Marching Classic Instagram page, where we will be giving immediate commentary after every band. And then on the larger breaks, we'll be doing Show Day, where we'll be doing some interviews and some commentary and updates from around the country. But that does bring us to the Texas Marching Classic, which, if it was a BOA regional, where do you rank it?
On par with Austin this year.
Yeah.
As the... And where's Austin? Like third?
They're like the best BOA
Yeah,
regional,
the best regionals in the...
Okay. All right. So this is like 1A, 1.5 Texas March Classic, you think?
This is like back when BOA Austin was good.
It's still good.
Better.
It's just not
better.
deep. It's not as deep.
I think it's about on par with Austin this year, just with who's showing up.
Okay. Just to quickly go down it, before y'all give your predictions: Harlandale, Hendrickson, Round Rock, Moe and Gene Johnson, Dripping Springs, Lake Travis, Tom Glenn, Pflugerville, Rouse, McNeil, Leander, Winston Churchill, Ronald Reagan, Vista Ridge, Austin, Westwood, John B. Alexander from the Valley, Edinburgh North from the Valley, and two-time defending champion, or three-time, or maybe just one time, Vandergrift High School. I think they go back and forth with Reagan for winning this show, right? Vandergrift High School. Lots of finalists and champions and all of this state participants and qualifiers. It's pretty stacked. You are correct in that. I think I will give some very light predictions as a commentator. I'm not a judge, so I can do it, but this is Vandergrift's contest, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Who's getting second?
It could be a lot of bands.
Well, I want you to name one band that you think's going to get second, each of you, because I have my number 2.
I have my prediction.
All right, who's going to be Willie?
Let me find
Okay, great.
Ronald Reagan.
Reagan.
I'll go first.
Reagan, Moe and Gene. I'm going Moe and Gene.
That would be really cool.
I'm
That'd
going
be
Moe
so fun.
and Gene. Who's getting third?
Vista Ridge.
Yeah, I'd have Vista Ridge.
Reagan. All right. Do we want to go further? We can. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to look. Fourth?
I have Rouse fourth.
Oh.
I'd do Moe and Gene.
Moe and Gene. I'll put Rouse in fourth.
And then I have Moe and Gene fifth.
Rouse fifth.
Vista Ridge. Okay. All right.
Dang.
We got this is the kind of stuff. This is what you want.
That's some fun stuff.
That's right. So we can come back. Though this is a good time, and I'll mention it at the end. We won't be doing this show on Sunday after TMC because we will be so exhausted from doing Show Day. So we'll just have to be in the comment section or whatever with how right I am.
I do have some interesting caption.
All right.
Okay.
Lay it on
let's
us.
hear it.
What are the caption predictions for finals? Right.
I have for one caption I have Vista Ridge winning music and getting third. I have Reagan winning visual and effect and getting second. I have Vandy winning without taking a single caption.
Not auxiliary? Oh, auxiliary doesn't really... Well, that's a caption.
It doesn't factor in.
It doesn't factor in.
Wow.
I'm doing that because it would be really cool if someone wins without any captions.
Well, as someone who... I can't pick Vista Ridge to win music and be in fifth. I guess theoretically I could.
You could.
You know what? I think something like Moe and Gene wins GE in finals. And Reagan wins visual... and Vandy wins music. Like it's going to be
something like that.
It's going to be.
It could be a Vandy clean sweep.
The odds are
it could easily be a Vandy.
It
clean
is
sweep.
more likely that Vandergrift will sweep.
Where's the fun
everything.
in that?
Yeah, where's the fun on that? Well, you know what?
What were the judges thinking?
What would the judges be thinking? Speaking of judges, this brings us to our newish segment, Inside the Arc, where one Hot Take Willie wanted to talk about what he refers to as panel imbalances for super regionals. Maybe this isn't so much about judges, but this is, correct me if I'm wrong, at super regionals we have the two panels, like the panel 1, panel 2. So a panel of judges half of the bands, panel 2 judges the other half of the bands, and they go 1, 2, 1, 2. So that way you can have more bands and there's not a huge break because the judges don't need a break. They get multiple breaks throughout the day and a half or 2 days. So, what's your issue with panels?
They're unfair.
Wow. Well, surely you have some data and not just vibes.
I know it's all random, and you can never tell how good a band is going to be every given year. Random. But you can never really tell how good a band exactly is going to be every given year, so you can never really tell. But I want you to tell me, I'm going to go through San Antonio, my really notable bands for each panel, and I want to tell you, I want you to tell me which panel you think is stronger.
Okay.
Panel 1. Okay. Round Rock, Rouse, CTJ, Keller, Woodlands, Cedar Ridge, Wakeland, Leander, Dripping Springs, Flower Mound.
Okay. I thought you said Flower Mound wasn't going.
Oh, well, okay. If they were, I think someone on some insert website here said that. All right. Put them and then they forgot.
So panel 2.
Dripping Springs, no Flower. Panel 2. Cedar Park, James Bowie, Bo and Gene Johnson, Westlake, Bridgeland, McNeil, Ronald Reagan, Vandegrift, Vista Ridge, Westwood, Lake Travis, Hebron, Cy Woods, Pearland, Cy Fair, Seven Lakes, Dawson.
Well, I mean, based on the way you did it, you could tell that you were going to say, the second one was going to be.
I mean, that was panel 2.
Now, for those of us that are unclear, even though we've been doing this for however how many years, how do they determine the finalists that they take to Super Regionals?
It is
top 5 from each, and then the top 4 highest scores after that.
So top 5 from panel 1, top 5 from panel 2, even if the top 5 from panel whatever is not even in the top, if you put them together, if they're the top 5 on that panel, they go on to finals. And then, so what you're assuming is, if panel 2 is the stronger of, you're assuming 9 will come from panel 2, and 5 will only come from panel 1, right?
Or there could be some on panel 2 that deserve to be in, but won't because...
Correct, because maybe the scoring was... So they could get higher, so you could get way more from panel 1 because it's an easier your panel.
Yeah.
And just since you're judging essentially the 2 judging panels, it's different contests and you're putting them together, which is it's just hard and it's never going to be perfect.
Correct.
However, because you have such a vast difference in the pool of bands that you're judging, the scores are going to look different. There might be the gaps between the bands who should be in finals and the bands who are kind of on the outside looking in. They might be closer to the bands who are in finals just because there's not as much depth.
It's true.
And that's where the issue of panel imbalance comes in.
I agree. And also, let this be a lesson to all you people that say you can't compare scores across contests. That's literally what Super Regionals and Grand Nationals does. You're literally comparing scores between 2 different contests. So all those people that every year like to post their memes about it, yes, you can, and yes, we do compare scores across contests.
Speaking of Nats,
I will do one caveat.
Let's do it.
I think there still is a chief judge that's keeping everyone's numbers and orders at the Super Regionals and Grand Nationals.
You would hope.
Yeah. So, it's not going to be perfect, but it is more comparable than just.
Sure, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But I think when you are going against a rubric, and this is a whole other discussion. When you mentioned it sort of judging panels being diluted of sorts with so many shows. To steal a quote from Lord of the Rings, judging panels right now are like too thin of butter being spread over across too much bread. It's just we're losing sort of. So I get that. Well, it's kind of hard to compare these panels on there, but you would hope that someone is keeping things aligned. But I still think you can compare
earlier
because of a rubric.
Speaking of Nats, I know there's. I know that there's a semifinals and everything, but the panels and Nats are still pretty imbalanced as well.
And I have to wonder, if we speak about San Antonio, just because it's more true, more near and dear to us, Austin and San Antonio bands go on Friday. Like most of them do, because that's in their backyard. Kind of like how Carmel and Avon can just drive to Grand Nationals and go back to school. But there's only how many blocks are there on Friday for Super Regional?
Oh,
Does it start at noon or something?
No, it starts in the morning.
Oh, so it's like a full day. Is it a longer day than Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah. In terms of prelims, right? Mm-hmm. So there are more. I mean, I know this goes even nerdier, but within the panel imbalances, is there an imbalance of bands that make it from Friday or Saturday?
I don't know, because I mean, since the panels are staggered, each panel ends up judging basically the same amount of bands.
Sure.
So,
but like I know that you can get fried after a day of judging whatever. Mm-hmm. So I would be curious if, even if we go even deeper, if they take more bands from the mornings of Friday and Saturday when the judges are more fresh. Like, I'm sure there's got to be someone out there, someone as the statistician nerd out there, that would be interested in getting to the bottom of this.
There are 4 blocks on Friday and 3 blocks on Saturday
for each panel.
For each panel, there's 2 blocks on Friday for panel 1, 2 blocks for panel 2. But there's 2 blocks for panel 1 on Saturday and 1 block for panel 2.
That's
that's I think that's bad. I think it's really
wonky.
Two for panel 1
so
on Saturday?
There's 2 of each on Friday, and then 2 for panel 1 on Saturday, but only 1 for panel 2 on Saturday.
So there are more bands in panel 1?
Or maybe the panel 2
The panel 2 blocks are longer.
Yeah, which is still wonky. Because then, I mean, like the judging fatigue
burnout
over a longer block.
And it goes from 10:15 to 9:30 on Friday, and then 7:15 to 3 o'clock on Saturday, and then finals.
They have a whole different set of judges for finals, or do they pull them from?
I think they pull from both. They mix and match.
There's a whole lot of imbalance, not just in the panels.
Nats doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't matter that much for panels. It does, but they're just doing it to get the semifinalists correct, and then there's no panels in semifinals, and they.
But then,
judge.
you also have the way that they schedule, and it's all over the place,
top, bottom half, and
it's
all that stuff.
The top 22 bands, and then the next 8, they're all spread out, and it's just kind of it's weird.
It's very weird.
I think there is a in the interest of fairness, but I think that we've gotten to a point where maybe things need to be. This is a whole other where things need to be admitted about the state of certain bands and the state of competition. Just go you know what, the reality is.
We should just make the judges judge from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then all day on Saturday.
Oh, you mean like the old days?
Yeah, just
nope.
Yeah,
we weren't doing that.
I mean, is there a better way to do it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it kind of works. But I think they should just schedule them based on what place they got in finals the year before, maybe.
But then, there's bands who don't show up every year, and it's just. My hot take is I think there should be a panel of nerds who basically give their own personal rankings of bands. Then they just kind of conglomerate together into a full list, and then they just go panel 1 gets first, panel 2 gets second, panel 3. I get why they don't do that, because I'm
that's picking favorite, and
and it's messy, but it's all messy.
Yeah. Well, what you're speaking about is the thing that General Effect Media spearheaded years ago with the rankings, where we formed a committee and we met, and that's how we came with our rankings. We didn't just submit things blindly, or just the date of accepting it is how they put the order of the regionals in there. I mean, you had a panel of nerds picking the top 50 for BOA, and there were some misses on that list.
Yeah, there was a large secret world shaped hole on that list.
Yeah. That was a very. I mean,
I'll never forgive you for that.
Well, I'd love to find out what the parameters were, the real parameters.
One guy in a closet.
One guy. I like that show. Anyway,
they just gave it to intern number 258.
We need you to do something for us. You can either watch every show in history, or just pick the ones that look kind of cool to you. So. It's time for the National Top 15. My favorite part where y'all surprise me with your rankings.
Gotta pull up my phone for this.
And I gotta pull my phone because I wrote everything down on my phone.
All right. We haven't had too many. Actually, I haven't gotten any people. Nope, I did. I haven't had a lot of people contact me about y'all's rankings. Less than I thought, but more than I'd like. So, lay it on me.
Are we doing the one that is most recent, or but the one that we said was at 15?
Yes.
We're putting it. Okay.
The last one we discussed.
Okay. At 15.
Actually, wait. I want to start this time.
Oh, you want to start? Okay, got it.
Aaron would like to go first.
We are holding strong with Mo and Gene Johnson.
Is this for last week was their first time in, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll allow it. I think after TMC, we'll have to shake him up a bit, but okay.
And then at 14 we have Rouse.
House.
Same as last week.
Yeah, I can see that changing because I think Mo and Gene is going to beat them at TMC. All right.
We have the Woodlands.
Oh my gosh. Pretty low.
It is.
But we don't see them go to a show to a win.
I mean, we saw them in prelims last week.
Yeah, and then what next? BOA San Antonio, and that's it. I mean, and then
I mean UAL, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is another thing where the rankings come into play. It's like you can't. There's nothing like really. I don't want to say concrete because Woodlands lost music to Sci-Fair.
Yeah,
and then Sci-Fair got 8th at this one.
Yeah, it's like.
And then it's like, oh well, what do we do with
By
the
the
Woodlands
transitive
now?
property.
By the transitive
All right.
property, what do we do with Woodlands?
All right, Woodlands at 13. Who's 12?
We have Ronald Reagan at 12.
Then 11th we have Vista Ridge.
I don't buy that.
They'll probably change
That'll
this
change
week.
this weekend.
We're at 10, right? We're at 10th. We have Cedar Park.
I'll allow it. Which also, why is Cedar Park not going to Vista, Texas Marching Classic for like the second or third or fourth year in a row?
I'm mad about that.
I think they went last year.
No, they didn't.
I don't know. They
they?
didn't. I don't remember, but
Go.
I don't know. Get better.
Dang.
That's what they're doing.
Commit to band.
They're getting better.
Commit to band.
They are committing to.
I'll only allow it
practicing.
if they have a Saturday stadium rehearsal that day.
If,
I'll only
if
allow
they
it.
don't
No,
win,
they don't because their percussion guy, one of my best friends, is judging that day. He's like, well, we don't have any that weekend, so I'm going to go judge.
Then I don't forgive
If they
you.
don't what?
if they don't win BOA San Antonio, then this
It's all for
shouldn't-
nothing.
I'm just kidding.
It's all for
I'm just
nothing.
kidding.
All right.
All right, and then it's you.
Yeah, we have Marcus in 9th.
Don't like where this is going to go.
Carmel at 8th.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. I'm going to check my phone.
I guess we're haters.
7th, we have Tarpon Springs. I want to hold them strong right there just because, I mean, we haven't seen them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
For
they
real.
did do the show reveal, and they are playing Black Star by David Bowie, which is,
Yes.
I mean, that is like an insane. I don't, would you consider that a deep cut? Because it's like not, like, people.
I don't know that. I mean, it's not one of, like, if you name top 3 David Bowie songs, like, I don't think people are going to do that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but like, and Black Star is off of his last album, which he released just like a week before he passed.
Yeah, it's wild.
And it's a masterpiece, but like no one really talks about it because I mean, that's not to detract from like his earlier
Sure,
work,
yeah.
Because
but, like,
everyone's so concentrated on Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
like Ziggy Stardust is obviously a masterpiece, but like when I saw Black Star on that list, it's like, oh,
And
this is why I love
I
Tarpon.
trust Tarpon because
I like
they
that.
did Cashmere and Golden Hour last year, and it worked out amazingly. Like,
All right.
I trust
All right.
them.
I'll allow that. We need to see more of them. All right. Here we go.
6, we have Blue Springs.
woo! I've seen like a TikTok video.
We finally saw their show.
from like a sideline, so I don't have a great view. However, what I have seen, I love.
Okay.
I think
do
they,
like it
and I
as
also
well.
think they are performing at a higher level, especially musically, than they normally do. Visually, they move amazingly as
Sure,
always.
that's been a strength for
So-
quite some time.
I'm happy with keeping them there.
All right. Oh man. Oh gosh. I hope y'all do what
5.
All right.
If you have Vandegrift at 5,
All right. I'll allow it.
4th, we have Hebron.
I'll allow it.
3rd, Broken Arrow.
Okay. All right. You're doing what I know you won't do it. but I'll respect it.
We want to.
We
so
want
bad.
to. We want to. We're Texas
so
homers.
I was surprised when you didn't.
I don't want to get.
I know because I don't think that I don't think if they went head to head tomorrow that they would win.
Don't think
we
so
have
either.
Flower Mound at 2.
I would agree with that.
I want to put them at 1 so bad, but I don't want to let recency bias. You know,
It's true.
And then at number 1, Avon marching black and gold.
Avon. Wow. What a shocker. Won't get emails from anybody on that team. I was thinking the other day that we should do a little bit more to reach out to the youths, the true youths, the kids in band that are putting on these shows out there that entertain us, that make us talk about them, good and bad. The bad stuff we cut out. But I also realized that you're the youngest one, right? You're younger than Mr. Blackley.
Yes, I am.
Regardless, we're still not quite the demographic. I am not a boomer. I'm not a millennial.
Surprising.
I'm a zennial. I'm a zennial. That's that nice happy mix between a millennial and a boomer. You are.
I'm Gen Z.
You're Gen Z, and are you Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z.
There's a whole other generation out there, the Generation Alpha. Generation Alpha, which is why I thought it'd be fun to title this From Gen A to Z. It's not really in order. I'm going to ask both of you the same question, and you can only pick one band for every question I ask you.
Okay.
And then, once you use that band, you can't say them again.
Oh my gosh.
This is Survivor band, so to speak. All right?
Okay. I like this.
Okay. William, which show or band is totally skibbity?
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, hold on. I want to do something that's funny, not too serious.
You're giving yourself time to think. You should just.
No. Flower Mound 2021.
I should have specified. I meant this year.
Oh, this year.
This
Okay.
year. What show from this year or band is totally skibbity go?
They went to Houston. Dickinson. They
Aaron.
have the little lizard.
Yeah, the
bird
cat.
props.
The birds. The giant bird
Dickinson.
head. He's thinking quietly. He's had all this time.
I don't want to just. Dickinson would have been my answer. But
You can say it.
Okay. Dickinson.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. All right. I'm going to use a little bit older terminology here. What show from this year or band gives you life?
Flower Mound.
Ooh. All right.
Vista Ridge.
All right.
I probably used Flower Mound way too early.
Fourth question. I'm only going to ask her 5. I'm going to ask 5. Fourth one. Which show is everything?
I use it too much. Let's go with Avon. Let's go with Avon.
Ooh.
Everything.
Blue Coat. Changes
Blue
everything.
Springs.
Oh, wow. I was wondering if y'all were going to save that for the last question. And apologies if I don't pronounce this correctly. What show could riz up the huzz?
Dang. Shoot. This is. Why am I thinking so hard about this?
I don't know.
I got mine. DeSoto Central.
DeSoto Central could riz up the huzz?
That ballad.
That ballad, though?
It's groovy.
Oh, this is gonna be.
All right. Wow. And let us know in the comment section down below. DeSoto Central. But,
South Lake Carroll.
South Lake Carroll.
That's a decent pick. I
Yeah,
guess.
no, I know, but they're like he owns a factory. He owns a chocolate factory. How do they love the rich guys?
How else would you riz them up?
With money and chocolate.
Being groovy.
Oh my God.
Chocolate.
right.
Chocolate wins all the time.
That is and was maybe the last time we only do from Gen A to Z, unless I can get some more slang. I had to literally write it down because I'm not of that. In the stands, I thought I had something I wanted to talk about. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So Aaron is going to give us his truth. You know what? I do have something I want to talk about first.
Go for it.
What's the deal with Taylor Swift?
Am I allowed to be negative?
She's a 34-year-old billionaire. Let's be real.
All right. Her album sucks. Her new album sucks. It's not good.
bad.
Is her album about a white woman replacing a black woman with her fiance.
Yes. I think that is there are too many, like there is the sleeping through the onyx night, but now the skies are opalite. Like, how else am I supposed to take that? There's just like stuff all over the place. So, like, everyone on the block looks like you. Like, what does that mean?
Wow. Are you sure that's not a knock at J-Lo from the block? It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, to play the other side, someone could say that he was used to driving the curves, but now he's just on a straight shot. I'll let y'all figure out what I mean by curves and not. Anyway, yeah, Taylor Swift. You know what? I've never thought she was a great writer. I don't particularly care. Her songs, some of them are very cool. I enjoy.
I liked a lot of her old
enjoy
stuff.
a lot of her Taylor's
I like
music.
folklore.
I'm definitely not a Swiftie. I haven't listened to this album yet. I was actually waiting to find out. I thought the imagery this is, to me, the way I'm seeing it, is this her trying to be Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter?
Okay, it's very much, I think that's another thing. She's piggybacking off of like the very tongue-in-cheek.
If there's any Swifties that are subscribed, I think they just unsubscribed.
They might have. I don't know.
Swifties.
I see a lot of Swifties.
Yeah, they don't like this one either.
I get a lot of my stuff from them.
But like, yeah, it's definitely like piggybacking off of Sabrina Carpenter's whole gimmick. Like, even having her on the album.
Yeah. Which is wild because both of them have been inspired by her. So now she's trying to.
I mean, just to like look at it very cynically, and just it's generally how Taylor Swift has moved, especially in recent years. She's just kind of like takes what's popular and just makes it hers.
She had Lana Del Rey on an album,
and then whenever someone is number one on the charts, she just releases another version of her album like a day later, and then
I know that we're all men here, but I've heard women on the TikToks complain about how she's not like a girl's girl and how she can't let Charlie XCX or Sabrina be first, so she re-releases the 15th version of Dead Poets Society or whatever. Tortured Poets Society? Is that what it is?
Department. Whatever. Tortured Poets Department.
Yeah. Wow. It brings me no joy to say this, but hey man, you know, it doesn't not bring me joy. She writes music for Swifties. I don't think she writes music for the rest of us.
Yeah, I saw people like joking about like the whole like Swiftie hive mind on Twitter. Like they're obsessed with using Grok, the AI thing, and people are like joking like, "Oh, Taylor Swift just used Grok to write this album," because it's just kind of like she's checking all the boxes that like the Swifties are like.
You know who else likes to use Grok on Twitter? We don't need to go into it. This isn't that type of show. But if you know, you know. All right, Aaron. Tell us your truth.
Speaking of good albums,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk
positive.
Yeah. I don't like talking about music I don't like. I mean, I do.
Yeah, but
I try not to. I avoid it because being negative sucks.
All right.
So
well, sometimes
another album that dropped on same night as
was it
Life of a Showgirl?
Okay.
You had Blue, who is one of my favorite MCs of all time, spelled BLU. He's out of Los Angeles, underground rapper. Has tons of classics to his name, in my opinion. He linked up with Micah 9, who is a LA legend from the 90s. He was part of Freestyle Fellowship. And then the producer Mono and Stereo, who's very much a new name in the underground scene, and they just created like one of the most vibrant and I mean, the production I think is the standout. I think Blue and Micah 9 do really well, but like Mono and Stereo, he has this very live instrumentation, almost like the Roots. And I've just been seeing this like as a trend more recently. There's been more of a push to have live music with hip hop. Like you see Offset, he had a song with Jid that sampled Drowning Pool's Bodies. And they did on the Jimmy Fallon show. They had Drowning Pool join them.
That's awesome.
And it was an amazing performance.
Did they get that old man that went on America's Got Talent? Y'all remember that?
No.
Old white man came out there and
about that.
Let the bodies hit the floor, and he did. And it was incredible. It's all right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But like, there's just definitely this revival of live instrumentation with hip hop, and this is just another example of that, and I highly recommend it. I've also wanted to talk about this album specifically because a lot of band people are a little hesitant to listen to hip hop. It's like, oh, it's like, where's the musicality?
Sounds like all the judges I encountered in the summertime.
This isn't real music.
But like, you just like listen to these lush arrangements. It's very jazzy.
I listened to it. The production is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And what's the name of the album?
It is God Takes Care of Babies and Fools. But I highly recommend it, especially if you're wanting to get into hip hop. It's just a fantastic album all around. I had a lot of fun listening to it. I'm still listening to it.
Wow.
It's going to stay in rotation for a while.
Pitchfork does 5 stars. Is that what they do?
They do 10.
They do a 10-star. All right, Blackley. So, what would your truth rating be for them on a scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 10?
If I'm thinking like Pitchfork, I'm going to give it a lower score than if I'm thinking like me. So I'll give both. For Pitchfork score, I'd say like an 8.2.
Okay.
But for me, it's a 9.
Ooh, it's a 9. Well, I mean, I more care about yours. So
yeah, it's a 9.
It's a 9. Wow. It's a 9. Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. We talked about it briefly, or probably extensively, when we talked about Texas Marching Classic. But reminder, we will be at Showday on Saturday. We will have a set that will be live in the breaks. We'll do a pre-show during the break, during lunch, post-prelims, pre-finals, and then post-finals. And then we will be live on Instagram, the TMC Instagram, with immediate after performance commentary. You look like you wanted to say something, Willie.
Yeah, I might be. I'll probably be there for results and after at the post.
Because it's an early game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, we'll bring your giant hat. Well, this is not, come say hello. If we want it to be like game day, so if you want to make posters or make a big fat head of your favorite,
hold it up behind
child,
the camera.
Hold it behind. Last year, Leander High School won the General Effect Award because they were the only one that did anything, and they brought their whole band. And Aiden Spicer was interviewed last year, and guess what? He became the first co-host of General Effect Media's The Program during the summer. He's still on assignment, by the way. So maybe if you are interviewed, you too could be sitting on one of these chairs when one of these guys gets a real job and becomes an adult. And I don't know.
I have a real job.
I mean, but like, where your partners, what are you doing? I don't want you to go talk about band. Like, there's a reason why the Daniels retired. So, all right. Well, as always, call for submissions, score ideas, scores, commentaries, correspondence. We've had some people reach out like, would you like us to talk about this? Yeah, that would be fun. If you just happen to have something where you're talking about other bands, and this has been around. I grew up with the BOA forums. All right, this is in the early 2000s, and we are all proud of our programs and stuff, but you don't need to go like, I'm going to review my band, or I want you to talk about my band. You better watch out for my band. Let others talk about the bands for you. So if you just happen to be at whatever, the Midland Regional, but if you're from Midlothian, but you really liked Permian Show, that would be cool. You could say, hey, I'm from the blah, 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 and I really like this. Can be 30 seconds long. Really doesn't matter. Send a video, send a clip, something like that. If there's something you want us to talk about, if there's a question you want us to answer, if there's a show you want us to cover, send it to us. The email's on the screen. Let us know. Holler at you. And we will not see you next week for the episode of the program. It'll be 2 weeks, but you'll get a lot of us next weekend for show day. Aaron, you going to be on camera next weekend?
I think so. Maybe not the whole time.
What?
I have other assignments, but I will be present.
Wow. This is wild. This is wild if you knew the Aaron Blackley of any time previous to like a month ago. So awesome. Well, that's the program. Thanks for showing up, guys. We really appreciate it. I love you, Beyonce, and I'm calling on the Bayhive to protect us for a potential uprising of Swifties. So,
Swifties.
Yeah, I'll leave you with this. You know what album Beyonce released when she was 34/35? Lemonade.
Oh, that's
masterpiece.
Great.
How old is Taylor?
34,
34,
whatever.
35. And then she released another album like a few years ago, Renaissance.
Also, like this.
That was great too.
Like
Cowboy Car.
Capricorn.
There was she's like 1 year younger than Adele, but like then you just like look at the
every album Adele has released is like really, really good.
Yeah, and just like the maturity in her songwriting. Yeah, like it just keeps, you can tell that she's living life. But with Taylor, it's like she's still in high school.
The NFL shows her one more time.
Bayhive, protect us. Thank you.
Amen.